In this video we'll show you a simple method of producing a helical gear form. So I'm in PartMaster CAD at the moment, and what I've done here is I've drawn a rectangle which represents the size of the component. So this is the unwrapped size, so it's the diameter times pi, and the depth here is however deep you want it to go. Now I've drawn a line on there which represents the angle of the helical path. So we create that as a simple contour starting from here and going to there, and then we pass that through into the machining software. So in here it's a simple method of defining the tool that we want to use. Now at the moment we can't produce a form tool, but in later releases of the simulator we'll be able to produce a form tool, but at the moment it's just a cylindrical tool. So what we then do is we select that tool for use and set the speeds and feeds. We enable the rotary axis, so it's probably parallel to the X, which is A, and the radius value, this is the radius of the material. So I'm working on a 35mm diameter gear wheel. Then we set up a repeat sequence, so this is the number of repeats and at a distance. So what you'll see then is that it simply takes a single line contour machining and repeats it a number of times in the y-axis. Now when we set up the repeat and the rotary axis, the other thing that we need to do after the contour has been machined, we need to switch off the repeat and switch off the rotary axis. And once we've done that, then we can go into the simulator. We use the Rotary A machine, and then we set up the stock. So in this case the stock allowance, we define the sizes of a bar, so this is where we put in the size of the stock material. In this case it's 35 diameters, and the length is whatever the width of the gear is, and then we simulate that, and the simulator fires up so we can see the tool and we can see the stock, and then we simply run the simulator. Now, as I said previously, at the moment we can't simulate the profile of the tool, but on later versions we will be able to. Okay, so that's the simulator created, and we can see the path of the tool. Now if we would probably need to set up a cut depth on here, so if we wanted to cut this in a number of passes, we close down the simulator, and then in the go round command here under Z axis we set up a cut depth, and then when we simulate that, so it takes multiple passes of each tooth. So when we're running the simulator we can speed up or slow down the display. Obviously we can get it going very fast or very slow. So we'll just finish that off. So that's that, and then the last stage of the process would be to post-process that for your particular machine tool. So use the post-processor button here and choose the post-processor that you want to use, and then when that's finished it opens up a new window at the bottom and we get the simulator data there. Okay, so that's how we do that.